Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we are absorbing the energy emanating from the stands of this grand stadium that is the Giuseppe Meazza. The action has already started. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Trippier. Can he get onto this? And it's Messi.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Nedved. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Vinicius Junior. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, that's been intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now there's a fine ball. Vinicius Junior! It's in!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
1 minute added time.
That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Lovely ball and a real... Rummenigge! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rummenigge.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Just the goalkeeper to beat. It's run loose. Mbappe! Goal! Morocco! And they've got their lead back. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Morocco take Haaland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Vinicius Junior. And it's Vieira. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, super ball! It's anyone's ball now. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Oh, played through for the wide man. And he thumps it clear.
2 added minutes.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And there really are few places on earth quite like this. The grand cathedral of football that is the Giuseppe Meazza. We have already started here. And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. In by Vinicius Junior.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because...
It's Bale! They've got to be quick to recover this. No way through. Pull it. He's tried one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that should get the job done. Caught offside that time. Lahm. So we're still where we started right now. Rodri. Pull it. Vieira. Rummenigge. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well read, nice interception. That is good alertness. Bayer Leverkusen applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of...
Real chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of Rummenigge. And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And he skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bale. Plenty to aim at here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well timed, excellent interception. Suarez is herring after that one. And it's half-time here. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And once more he proves rigid and robust. Luis Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
The attendance for this match
Spread
was
neatly.
80,607.
And he's been shifted off it. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rummenigge is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now he's had a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Trippier. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rummenigge ploughing. Rummenigge! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Trippier. He's had a hit!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Rummenigge.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Rummenigge! Luis Suarez.
1 minute added time.
Rummenigge. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, can he get onto this? Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And they've got rid. And it's Neymar. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rummenigge. And he's straight offside. He's picked his way through, and Messi! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Hwang Hee-chan, and he's intervened well there. Still goalless. Neuer. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Martinez. Akanji. And it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's had it taken off him. Hwang Hee-chan driving forward, and it's Neymar. Now it's Neymar. He's found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And they can counter here. Great ball, and he's in. Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Trippier is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's half-time here. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Nedved. Coming on the field.
That gets things going for the second half.
Substitution.
So neither side has yet broken through. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Trippier. Hwang Hee-chan. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Vieira. Oh, that's neat. Valverde. Oh, good-looking ball. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Such good technique.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Now it's Hwang. And can he finish it? Well, got to be quick to recover this. Picked out brilliant, and the shot! It's there! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
649.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Mbappe!
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
75 minutes played. And here's Neymar.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And it's Vieira. Oh, that's nice. And that should be the keepers. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Pedro Porro picks it up out wide.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And it's Lewandowski.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has been slung wide. It's Lewandowski! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Relief finally. Now at last they... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. So that's got things underway. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Vieira. Pedro Porro made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Cleared away. That's tidy. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's had it taken off him. Pedro Porro. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. But that has not gone well. Now it's Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Rummenigge. Gently done. And it's Davis. Stood up well to him there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And they've got rid. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Lille clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's managed to get free. Van Dijk. Looking for the runner. Neymar. Alexander-Arnold. Lookman. Played into space out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And it's Neymar.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Vieira. Davis. Well-timed, excellent interception. Vardiol deals with that comfortably. And that'll be the last act of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Thank you for your
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Lookman. Vieira. Neymar. Vieira. Lille can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Vardiol is there, and he can get that clear.
The attendance for this match.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So time for change, and number this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 14, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 5.
And it's Vieira. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And a header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lookman. Lille applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. That's been cut out, well played. Lovely bit of skill. Good running, strong and purposeful. Played out to the right. Pedro Porro.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that's gone loose. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. 5 minutes left on the clock. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
There will be 1 minute
Trippier with a fine tackle. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome, inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Pedri, and here's Barcola. Nicely aimed pass. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Bastoni cuts out the pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedro Porro. And it's Vieira. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Mbappe. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruit. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Nigeria have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vieira gets over and intercepts, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rummenigge, oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Saliba, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, that was vital. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Neymar. And he's managed to get rid. And that's been won straight back. Rudiger. Passing is crisp and sharp.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there is the half-time whistle. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely. warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 7, Mbappe. Number 6, Rodri.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 29.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That is good alertness. Saliba, Zakaria, it's Pedri. And here's Barcola. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Goes down, but nothing given. Zakaria did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest. Hits one! And it's in! And with that goal comes comfort. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Nigeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Vieira, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge has a shot! Oh! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! He just absolutely speared that in.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 4, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field is number 23, Jules Koundé. Substitution.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh no, this does not look good. Skims. He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. That was a given. It always was.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Nigeria take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
And he was quick to react. Hwang Hee-chan. Vieira. Steaming on goal. Neymar! Oh, taken with style. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
The goal for Nigeria after 84 minutes is number 20, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah.
Nigeria go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Adams. Nigeria clearly now in lead preservation mode.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Pedri. Barcola. And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did... Has a look and has a go. Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Foot in. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nedved. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, such a clever touch. And he has been fouled there. Cafu. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's through here. He has found the way through. Shot could be on. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Martinez. Rudiger. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Valverde. Zakaria. That pass has been well intercepted. Gets his pass away, and he was quick to react. Zakaria, who does have an assist to his name. Hwang Hee-chan. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
That is good strength. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's slung out wide. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Alexander-Arnold. Just 5 minutes left until the break. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Neymar. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Messi is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Messi! Oh, it's come loose. He's found a way through. Oh, here's a chance. Interesting ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Neuer. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Crosses it in. Zakaria. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Hwang Hee-chan, who played through for the wide man. He's onside! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
70,987.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rudiger. Van Dijk. Nedved. Valverde. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Neymar.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's been cut out, well played. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge. Caught offside that time.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Nedved. Hwang Hee-chan. Nedved. Neymar. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And he's Valverde! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Hwang Hee-chan. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. He's gone direct here. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Lewandowski. And the shot's on here. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Neymar. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.